Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is a guide on how to show, not tell. My name's Antoinette Pellegrini and I'm an author, educator and mindset coach and a writing and self-publishing consultant. And these are my websites. So this is about a guide on how to show and not tell the reader. So whenever possible, show what you mean rather than tell the reader, because telling can be boring and flat. Showing is a much more powerful way of expressing emotions and feelings, and it allows the reader to use their imagination and participate in the story. Showing allows the reader to use their 5 senses, and it's a much more powerful way to write. So how do you show? There are 4 strategies that you can use to show rather than tell. So the first one is to use strong verbs. For example, don't say mad. Instead, try stronger verbs such as furious, livid, irate, outraged, infuriated. They're much more powerful words. The next strategy, is to use nouns and adjectives. So that really you want to paint a picture for the reader. Don't write mum baked a cake. Instead, write something like, I walked into the kitchen and saw a cake with glistening vanilla icing and coloured sprinkles sitting on the bench next to mum's apron. Much more powerful. Third strategy is to engage the senses. Describe how something looks, smells, sounds, tastes and feels. In other words, paint a picture for the reader. Engage all the senses. And the last strategy is to use dialogue, because dialogue brings your story to life and puts the reader in the moment. So for example, telling is saying, I shouted at him to stop. Show, stop that, I shouted. Another example, tell, mum told me to tidy my room. Show, tidy your room, mum yelled. Simple but powerful changes. Some examples of showing, not telling. She started crying. Tears welled in her eyes and slowly trickled down her cheeks. Tell, he was angry at his boss. Show, the blood rushed to his face. His fist clenched and his jaw tightened as he glared at his boss. Tell, it snowed last night. Show, a white blanket covered our town while we slept. So much more descriptive. You're not telling the audience and the reader. So more examples. Tell, Mary was sad to see her boyfriend leave. Show, Mary wiped tears from her face as she watched her boyfriend board the plane. Tell, the room was dark and eerie. Show, the only light illuminating the room came from the street light that shone through the gaps in the dark, heavy curtains. The room smelt of dust and mould and felt cold, even though it was a balmy spring night. Cushions were strewn on the floor and half-filled glasses of wine were on the coffee table, yet there was no one in sight. A good example of engaging the senses. So in summary, to improve your writing, show the reader rather than tell the reader. And use the following 4 strategies that will show the reader and make your writing much more interesting and impactful. So the 4 strategies: use strong verbs, use nouns and adjectives in descriptions to paint a picture, engage the senses, and use dialogue. So check out my website and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Antoinette Pellegrini, for more writing tips. And thank you for listening and for watching.